Welcome back to the Right Sports Show. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim Chan along with
AC Green right here.
And today we're going to talk with Mr. Mike Sharp. He's the school athletic director as well as assistant principal. Mr. Mike Sharp, where are you, Mr. Mike Sharp? All right. How are you? Well, Mr. Sharp, welcome to the Right Sports Show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on. Well, I guess we wanted to talk with you a little bit about your school, first of all. You guys have a very unique name.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about the school's name.
Well, the school's name, we are the Criminals, and we're proud to be the Criminals. Absolutely. Our name came back in 1913. It was our first year back. We held some classes up at the Territorial Prison for 3 years while the school was being built, and we came back. That year, in 1913, we had the first varsity football team that went up to Phoenix and played the Phoenix Coyotes and beat them. They didn't particularly like that, so they started saying we're cheating, and they kind of knew we had classes up at the old Territorial Prison, and so they dubbed us the Criminals. And at that time, it was a fighting word. It's like, the Criminals, what are you talking about? It's like, no. Then, about a year later, it started coming around to where it's a term of pride right now. So.
How about that?
That's pretty cool. Actually, you know what? On that note, now I have a little personal history here. My mom actually graduated from here, Yuma. She's a criminal.
I knew there was something about
My mom's a criminal. I love it. I love it. It is so cool.
Absolutely.
So that's even part of the history, even inside this Green family now. And so I'm proud to say that also.
All right. And speaking of criminals, you guys had actually done something very unique as well. I know that there was a prison out here, and as we were walking in, we had seen a gate from the actual prison. Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
That's correct. We have a retired sheriff in town, Sheriff John Phipps. He's retired 30 years or so on. I was out at his ranch one day, and we were talking. I was some other business, and happened to look over in the corner, and there was some old rusty gates sitting there. And I said, Sheriff Phipps, what do we got going on over here? And he's like, well, those are from Cell Block 1 from the original prison. We just have them out here, and they're just collecting rust. And I said, well, give me a hand. Let's throw them in the truck. So we put them in the truck, had some work done on them, and now they're on our campus.
All right, Mr. Sharp, so tell us a little bit about the history of this athletic field out there.
Well, the history of our football field, for one, is it's named after an old principal, old superintendent, Mr. Doan. It's called Doan Field. Initially, it was just a sand dune, big sand dune, so they brought in some adobe brick from the prison and paved it, and then they put the dirt and then the grass on top of that. And then also they brought in some of the larger chunks of concrete and blocks and whatnot, and they built some stone bleachers that is the backstop of our baseball field. So there's a little bit of history still out there. So.
Wow, good.
Wow, good.
I love it. 100 years inside with the school being there, of course we got a lot of history and a lot of different departments, so that's actually good to know.
And Mr. Sharp, last question here for you. Your athletic team, any predictions coming up for the baseball season? I know baseball season's in full swing. What are your predictions?
Big. We're going to be good.
Good answer.
We're going to be good. We'll be very competitive within our region and with not, even in the state as well.
Good answer. Well, again, Mike Sharp, athletic director for the Yuma Criminals. Mr. Sharp, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
And we'll be right back.
Up next, Yuma High School Scholar Athletes of the Week, Keona Mead and Jack Walters. Later, basketball tips from All-Star AC Green.
And that's all that you need to do.